Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays. With me tonight is the calmest of the Dons.
Good morning.
And welcome everybody to the live stream. And tonight, you might guess what I'm working on. Continue work on the Thor Buster.
Is it the Thor Buster?
He's a big old boy and it takes a lot of work. So I just got the hips out. I was going to do a little bit check on them, see how much finish sanding I need to do those before I end up putting some silver on them. And then do the red. Just these areas through here is going to be red and the rest of it's going to be gold. So I just masked off everywhere it's going to be gold. It's still, I just don't want to put any red on it. Because these are softer hips. The least amount of paint on those is better when it's going to be soft, when I got to heat them up and pop them in.
Oh man, it sounds like prep work to me.
Yeah.
You breaking apart in the rule.
And Fujinos is in the chat. Hello all. Welcome, welcome. And I think we're pretty good. We need that aggressive paper, sandpaper. Where's my other one? There it is, right in front of me. You're going to use my, I don't know what grit. I cut it worse. It's finer than what I was using. Also, I'm going to mix up some epoxy and see if this push mold turned out okay. Made a push mold of the W on the DC Mattel DC Multiverse Wonder Woman. I want to replicate that W eagle on her chest.
Right.
Split it off. It tore, so I don't know if it ruined it or it looks like it might be all right. But we'll see.
Yeah. Run it.
I wasn't even thinking about it being St. Patrick's Day, and I posted to green vehicle today. On Instagram, I posted the vamp, pictures of the vamp, and did a review on the vamp and some G.I. Joe customs. So I covered my green bases today, I believe.
Just slightly.
So I know I have to work on anything green tonight. Oh, Matt's green too, so.
Working for a friend of ours. He'd been chatting me up about a Zeus. He's
made a bunch of like angels and Olympian gods. Yeah. He's been wanting to get back on the work on them. Now he's looking forward to it.
He said he already got the figure, but it'd be a lot better if I could just send him the figure and all.
I used to have an extra one, but I sold it at a con. The exact one you're talking about.
Do you think that Viking one would suffice? Like if I sent that one to him instead?
Oh, he wants the thicker chest. That's why he picked that one for Zeus.
Thicker chest.
It's almost exactly the same figure except for the chest. The upper torso is got a broader, thicker chest. Other than that, it's the same figure. Alpha Proto, happy St. Patrick's Day. Same to you, sir. And
Happy St. Patty's Day.
if you ever miss the one live streams about asking questions and stuff on the channel, feel free to join the Discord. There's a link down below in the description below. And anybody's welcome to join the Discord and ask questions. Oh, and those just joining in, cool little bit of news on the 29th, on Friday the 29th. Spiro Toys is going to be a guest on the channel. We're going to be talking to them about their latest Kickstarter, New Wave.
Exciting, man. Good times.
I hope Mamba gets unlocked because that thing looks badass. It's a big elephant.
Yeah,
They say it's going to be 10 inches tall.
Didn't your mom ever tell you that size didn't matter?
I think those are good shape. Now I got to start grinding these inches down. Oh, we got our first family of the night from SDA.
Family, 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 family.
Where is my mark? There we are. Take my marker, color in the end.
I think I may have used the wrong glue. You know. Yeah, I got the big nasty work tomorrow.
Boo!
Always terrible.
I gotta go in tomorrow too.
My friend was like, well, I gotta get up at 3 o'clock. I'm like, well, I get up at 3 o'clock your time every time I go to work.
Yeah. Oh, let's go ahead and do these too.
Tried to fix my garage door today.
And you had the word tried. What happened?
I'm not as crafty as I am, as I'd like to be. I got it all done. I built the bracket and all this other stuff, you know, and I feel like I got pretty close, but I had to clamp these two airplane wires together, and I didn't have anything to clamp them together, and I used a U-bolt, and it's like 6 sizes too big. So now my garage door won't open and close because that U-bolt keeps getting hung up on every fucking thing. So that's frustrating.
Yep. Get me some eye protection on. Get the grinder out.
Remember, kids, safety first. Don't do anything to harm yourself because you only get the one version of it. This isn't Ghost in the Shell. Ex Machina. Isn't as good as the other glue. That's the reason I don't use it as much.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just talking out loud.
Alfredo says someone is annoyed by high-pitched sounds. The grinder is my least favorite part of the show. I have to mute it every time. I'm sorry, sir. Name Feld's here. Hi, everyone.
Hey, yo.
Alpha Proto is asking, Commodon, what base body are you using? Have you thought about using Bible Adventure space bodies?
You mean the that Kickstarter by the Four Horsemen guy?
Yep.
No, I didn't. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, let's see. Where is it? Yeah.
Been here complaining about this glue not being as good. It's the exact reason I need to use it, because it ain't as good. Bible Adventures. I ain't even thought about that since that one. Did that ever get kicked?
It funded, but I don't think it's started fulfilling yet.
Look, when it comes to Four Horsemen, I assure you, they take their sweet time. You know that weekend in stock sale that they had? I bought a couple things out of there, and they ain't heard hide nor hair or nothing about it. In stock. Playing the song of the people.
Breaking my rules, man. It's not, this is for you. I make sure I'm prepping the joint. You know, I don't normally prep them.
The cardinal rule. You're gonna lose all your clout with the collecting community. Keep prepping them joints and stuff. You're making a mess. It's just
that enough. I think I need to go through, lower it a little bit more. Oh, getting Darth in the house. Party on, gentlemen. Party on, Darth. Speak of the man, and he shall appear.
Hello.
Hello.
What's happening?
Not much. Doing that thing. I think I'm just doing special for Don. I don't normally do. I'm prepping joints. Since this is for Don, I don't normally do that myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this just doesn't look right.
No, I was like,
What's wrong, Don? You don't like chipping paint on your joints?
he's muted.
sorry, I was muted. My wife was in here giving me the debrief before bed.
Oh.
Yeah. So, what did I miss?
I was just saying how Collector Express is saying how he's doing something he normally doesn't do, is prepping joints. I said, what's wrong? Don doesn't like chip paint around his joints.
Don loves chip paint on his shit. What are you talking about?
Because that's the way to do it. That's never gonna get old, eh?
Never let that go.
You prep doesn't even prep his joints.
What a loser.
Man, I got customs that are. I said I got customs that are older than probably some of the guys that are watching the chat, made by Collector Express, and the paint still holds up.
That Tester's paint back in the day, that's some good stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, not to mention how much have you improved since then, and you still did a top-notch job back then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
let's not forget you got some white in there with Miss Martian, and that looks very nice. And we all know white's not an easy color to paint.
Yep.
White and yellow are the veins. The veins.
Yeah. I don't know where we are with the chat right now, but
I think, let's see. Last thing I think I read was Garth came in the chat.
okay, party on, gentlemen.
Party on, Garth.
Cool. Yeah, the guys are having a conversation on the chat. So, what you working on there, Don?
Oh, you should know.
Oh, I can't really tell.
Working on that thing.
Oh, jeez.
I had an idea, and it kept vexing me, so I had to go. I had to do it.
Why did some degenerate ask you for something?
Degenerate. A good friend of mine. I cherish their friendship.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I like how you got the werewolf playing peekaboo back there. Well, I was telling Collector Express how every time he shows me an update on this Thor Buster, I'm like, I can imagine what Don thinks every time he sees an update.
It's like it blows my mind every time.
I know.
It's like a. Oh, you thought that was good? Here, look at that.
What goes through my mind is like, I hope you like it, because all I see is anything I didn't get just right. That's all I see. I was like, I hope Don's gonna be happy with this.
Oh, jeez. I think that's
already happy with it.
Like this is what a Thor Buster should look like. You know what I mean?
We'll get the waste piece here.
Look at that.
Whew. Yeah, see, look.
I put in a coat of gold on it. The first coat of gold, and I thought I had it fully covered. When you hit it with the clear, it'll show any places where it's thin. The red will show through. So
yeah.
I went back and started the second coat on.
Don, that looks great, Don. Let me check that out in close up. Oh, I love that. Yeah, man. I was gonna say, fuck, it looks good if you can have some like goldish outlining around it. But wow, man. I didn't even have to say anything.
Now, that's just the base layer. I'm working on the frill to go over the top of it.
Damn.
The frill.
Yeah, I really like that gold. The gold accents that look nice. No, but I was saying though, if Hasbro most likely is, if they were going to update the Thor Buster, I'm pretty sure they would do the same idea, because back in the day, Toy Biz used the same base for Destroyer and Thor Buster.
Mm-hmm.
So if they end up doing that, I even said, you know what, it wouldn't even matter if they do it, because it'll probably be a Build-A-Figure, and you probably won't have to get it, because yours is going to look a hell of a lot better with that paint. There's no way Hasbro will produce a one with paint anywhere near the quality of this.
Paint? They won't paint it.
I know it's going to be plastic. That's all it's going to be.
Well, if they ever make a Thor Buster, you know they're just going to repaint the destroyer.
Yeah.
And with all the little extra add-on things that we've done to it, there's just unbeatable.
It's going to have the smaller shoulders. It'll probably still have those things on the side. The rivet marks on the side. And the strip that the rivets are on, you know what, they're gonna cheap out big time. And they'll cast it. They're not even gonna repaint that. They're gonna cast it in yellow and red paint, plastic.
Ah. Problem with pinless joints, sometimes it's hard to get them suckers to move. That does not want to flex, that upper joint. Nope. Let's eat it.
Problems with pinless joints? Don't let Unparalleled Universe hear you. Actually, I don't know. I haven't watched one of his videos in a long, long time. I'm still subbed, but I don't know. I just don't ever watch the videos. So I couldn't tell you where he falls on that shit nowadays.
Yeah.
I remember when he first come out, it was all or nothing on them things. He went so far as to jam some putty in the movie Venom so that it looked like it was pinless. And that's pretty funny.
Come on. What? It's trying.
Struggling there, my friend?
Trying not to break it. Come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It would be big sad. Although if it's the shoulder, I suppose you have another one.
Well, it's not shoulder, it's the leg. It's the trying to get the freaking knee to bend. There we go. Got it. And I just knocked the peg off the side. Trying to get it off.
Some days you can't win for losing.
The little sculpted detail on the side, it come off the resin. There.
Do you even care about that thing? Tearing it up. Wholesale.
The little side repulsor, or wherever inner tube module, wherever they are. It came off. What is this?
I don't know if I forgot if I sent it to you. The Hasbro Pulse has the Grey Hulk and Banner 2-pack for $33.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We are going to run this, this, this. It will not get stuck until I'm done. It can't be stuck if it's liquid.
Stop. Joints.
All right.
Yeah. Let that sit there while I do the shoulder.
Ah.
Hey, what's happening, Gar? Yeah, it's been a while, man. I've been dealing with your issues, but hopefully I can come around more often.
We got our 100th episode coming up in what? This is episode 93 in 7 weeks. We'll be on our 100th episode.
We also got a giveaway coming up soon.
Yeah, we need to plan the giveaway up for hitting 5,000.
Yeah. We gotta pick one of these Saturdays, I guess, coming.
Mm-hmm.
That looks about right?
Let me check
A little
it out.
more poofy. If I can get Mr. Flatfoot here to stand up. Duck saw this guy walking across the beach, and he's like, "Look at that flat-footed son of a gun."
100th episode already. Crazy. Yeah, we've kind of blown through them.
You remember what episode I dropped in on you?
I'd have to look back. It's been so long. I have a hard time remembering what I had for breakfast, brother.
Thanks,
It seems like
Garth.
we've been hanging out so long. It seems like we've known each other forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Thanks,
evening.
Garth.
Evening.
There he
You guys
is.
have been around for a long time. Yeah, it's happening.
Sorry, I got attacked by the couch monster, and it put me in a coma.
That tends to happen from time to time. I was worried about that myself. I was like around about 7 o'clock. I'm going to stretch out for a minute. And I was like, I better stay awake.
Yeah. Darth is asking if Don, are you working on someone in particular?
Who?
asking Don, are you working on someone in particular? He's actually,
I think,
he's
right?
actually doing. Yeah, he's doing a little commission for me.
So here's the.
I got a little project I'm working
Here's the
on.
reference. Ooh.
Yeah, that's one of the pictures that. Yeah.
For the bottom. Here's a reference for the top.
Let me see.
And
Yeah. Well, I don't really need nothing over the shoulders, just the material. But yeah, I like that. I like the bottom looking like that.
I think you did want the cape too, right?
No cape necessary. I don't think.
No, just the sash, the toga sash.
Yeah, just to go over the shoulder.
Oh, look at that straight line.
Yeah, I'm working on a Zeus, and Don's helping me out with the soft goods.
Now,
Erwin Papa says, "Hey everyone."
Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, hello. Welcome. I just put my beat in to look forward, and like I seen a piece of plastic fall from a camera stand. It's like, that's why I got my glasses on. Stuff's being plastic everywhere. Usually right in your eyes because you're staring at it while you're grinding it. I'm going to mute myself real quick.
whatever that beep was, it wasn't gonna do it this time.
This might work better. I might change my mind on that bottom part.
Make it less poofy.
The poofy less pronounced.
Yeah, I guess the less poofy, the better.
I mean, do you want it just to be flat?
I'm not sure.
I don't. Now the flat looks all right, but I think the multi-layer of the texture is what's gonna make it pop to you, so to speak.
Yeah, I hear you. Name Withheld says, don't like that McFarlane plastic man. He's a Build-A-Figure? I had no idea. I thought he was single packed. But then again, I don't pay attention to McFarlane figures.
Well, you ain't got a single one, I don't think. Although I was going to buy that Superman blue for like the head and maybe the lightning effects so that I could make one. But man, that thing sold out.
Really? Yeah, man. Any Superman fan's probably gonna buy it just for their collection, right? But I don't know. I don't plan on collecting DC figures in 7-inch scale unless it's a character that I can get away with being bigger. Because just like with Marvel Select, I'll only buy the big characters.
Yeah, I'm worried that Crimson Dynamo is going to be too big.
Oh, I got the Build-A-Figure in, Don.
So you're getting over?
I got the Build-A-Figure in, the Crimson Dynamo.
Oh, yeah, good.
I put it together.
To look at which one you like better?
I put it together on Friday's stream.
No, not the cape.
Oh, the cape.
I sent you two for you to pick between.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are right. But you know which one's closest.
Right.
Which Build-A-Figure is it?
Crimson Dynamo. We're also talking about that. He sent me 2 Vision capes.
Oh, okay.
And
I couldn't.
One's got a rounded collar. One's got like a sharp pointed collar. One's a darker cape with a lighter collar, than the other one's all uniform color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, too bad. This is the only McFarlane DC wave I'm planning on getting.
Yeah, the Plastic Man looks good. Heck, even the Superman Blue looks good. You know, Superman Blue there's probably going to be a chase. There'll be a red or platinum or some kind of nonsense.
As much as that guy likes to do his art, every fucking thing. Everything. He does drive me a little bit crazy on his putting out the what you don't want and putting out what you do want.
I would still love to see like somebody like Jada get the license and do 6-inch, not 6-inch, but Marvel Legends scale figures.
We can only hope. Especially because they're reasonable with prices too, right?
My foot's asleep, and I dropped the shoulder underneath the desk. Don, I think you need to send me another shoulder.
Well, you're in luck. You got 2.
The Superman Blue does look bomb. I wish he comes with extra hands, though.
Yep. Probably the best looking Superman he's made, and it's the Energy Superman.
I know. He still hasn't made a proper looking Superman.
He made a semi-decent body that was at his store exclusive wave with the monitor Build-A-Figure. It was the Earth 2 Superman, but the head sculpt was god awful. But the body was all new and it looked good.
You can at least change the head. That's the body that's the issue.
How about that? Is that just wavy enough?
Let's see.
Man, it's hard to see that white, ain't it?
Yeah. Is that the bottom? That's the bottom still, right?
Yes.
The second layer.
So it'll be like that's the front. It'll be have a cap on it, so you won't be able to see the bare edge.
Yeah.
But we're really just looking at the wrinkles. Or if you like the straight. Or we could do it this color straight. I'm trying. I really like the lived-in look, but I don't know how we would go about getting that. Maybe maybe if we did it across the top. Give it a shot right before I go to bed. See what it looks like.
Yeah. The sash that goes across the shoulder, are you going to do it like straight from the waist or around the shoulder, or go across the body?
What now?
You know how the sash you know how you said you're using the top, you're using that one reference picture with the thing going straight from the waist over his shoulder.
This one?
For the top,
This one.
the top one. Yeah. Are you going to do it that way from that, or are you going to do it from one side of the waist across the body over the opposite shoulder? You know what I mean?
Well, the way it's looking is that so right. If we do it straight down the front, come on, fold one more time. So we do it down the front, right? It won't be this thick, but to get it to stay like that, it'll have to go across his back.
Yes, that's what I'm saying though. Like if you were gonna the one in the picture, that's not really a normal way that they do it. Like from one just on one side, it usually goes across. So from that shoulder, from the waist, it'll go across the opposite shoulder.
So I can like double up the fabric right here, and then as
and then you bring it.
As I bring it down, get it wide, and it'll cover up his stomach and shit stuff.
Actually, you can go thinner if you want. I don't mind just like a single, like a band. You know what I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Because I don't mind showing off most of the muscle the muscle definition.
So you want it run?
Because ideally, what I might do is I might just like use that sash part just to. And that way I can probably attach a piece of armor on the shoulder, like over like the top part of the sash. You know what I mean? I have like armor pieces. I haven't decided on that yet, but I can either attach it or I don't know.
Do you want it to run? You want it to run like this?
I actually want you see how it's over that shoulder. Can you bring it across to the other side of the waist?
Like over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want a thinner bar.
Yes, exactly.
But
and
just
make it
go across the chest.
So,
Yes.
should I send you my He-Man and the Dom can send me his?
That would be preferred.
For
It'll
everybody?
always look better if I can sew it onto the figure.
The 40th anniversary, right?
Yep. Erwin Papa, can you place the white cloth on the figure? How is the figure wearing it? I would assume like you're going to be like you just were you going like preferred method is to sew it to the figure?
Oh, the sew. What I mean when I say sew it to the figure, I mean I sew it to where it's too tight to put it on and too tight to take it off.
Yeah.
Like it causes rips in the fabric and everything. To get it to lay to where it looks like it should IRL, it has to be too small for removable clothing. And then when you start putting Velcro and latches and stuff in there, it adds
it gets
a not
loose.
insubstantial amount of bulk to where you're putting the Velcro or whatever. And if you can't hide it in the back or under something, it really looks like trash. So, like I said, if you want it removable, we can absolutely make it removable. But if you're more concerned about how it looks, laying flat and closer to the body is absolutely better looking.
Yeah, I prefer that. I would prefer if it was not removable. That way, yeah, I know what you mean though. It'll look better if it's actually made onto the body rather than being put on. But as opposed to like the bar on top, it's like, you know, remember the old Hercules figure, the one that looked like the Burger King?
You know you want to work.
You know what I'll
want
do, Don? I'm gonna find an exact picture of like the top, how I like the top. I like the what you chose for the bottom. That looks great. Just showing how like the top, exactly what I mean. But yeah, we pretty much got it. But yeah, I wanted to go just really thin right across the top, opposite shoulder from the waist, and then back down to the other end of the back. So it's basically it goes cross body.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. It shouldn't. I'm telling you that makes it a lot easier. And I'm just gonna go about. We'll say a centimeter or a little bit under a centimeter wide for the strap.
Yeah, I don't want
are the points on this too far away? Is it too fat?
The on the goal, you mean?
Yeah.
No.
See, because if you look at the photo, it's a lot. It's not as big, although it's the entirety of the thing, right? And to get it to like where it's between his legs, it's going to be pretty wide.
That's what she said.
Not to me.
You think, like, in your opinion, you think that's a good size?
I think it needs to be smaller.
Really?
Yeah, let me run it again and see if it looks better smaller. I got this one. I've done it a few times. This is the smallest one. And I think it looks the best, even though it's all hunker-jawed. Katie Wampus, as the craftsman would say.
And you're going to actually make the whole piece small, you mean? Or is it going to be that size still?
Yeah, well, I'm going to put a cap on it. On the end, some bias tape. So it's going to make it wider. Yeah. On the very edge of it. It'll make it just a little bit wider. And give that look on the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a 4-stitch out and a 4-stitch back, and this is 3 stitches out, 3 stitches back. This is a full centimeter long to the point. So we'll take all that out. We'll do it again. go 3-stitch or maybe 2-stitch. If you get too small, it's going to look weird up against that center train.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to not have to have that.
That looks pretty good.
I think if I had like some oil or some shit, it would be a lot better.
How did you get the gold on there? Is that paint?
That's thread.
Oh shit.
That's sewing. Sewing seams on not seams. Fake embroidering.
Alrighty.
Whew.
Other than some cleanup, I got the bicep and the shoulder clearanced.
Oh, wait. Okay.
So a recap for those who haven't been on this, for those watching. This is a shoulder to a Crimson Dynamo. I reshaped the peg, the shoulder peg, to match the Destroyer shoulder peg. It was a big, huge peg in comparison. Now it's cut down the diameter, put the narrowed top, where the catch into the shoulder and through the right diameter, cut down the material here, reshape the peg here to match this one. So now I can use the bicep from the Destroyer. I clearance the bicep. So when you rotate, it moves freely. Shouldn't have any problems with rub. Now, the only thing left on the arm is the forearm.
We're getting there.
Yep.
Trying to get it to where it doesn't look exactly like that Destroyer.
The shoulder, the silhouette from them big shoulders is going to help a lot.
It looks, yeah, that looks much more intimidating.
This is I got a tutorial on this too, like when prepping joints. I take a Sharpie and color the hinge, the areas I'm going to Dremel off. So all the color's gone. You went down pretty much close enough for to clearance your paint. Sometimes you want to do it twice. You basically grind off all the Sharpie, and you pretty much got clearance for your joint, for your paint on your joint. And sometimes if you got to do it twice, if you're going to do, depends on what you're working on.
Prepping joints.
I know. I'm just doing it for you, Dara.
Everyone Papa says, looking good, everybody.
Thank you, sir. I will mute again since.
Oh. Come here.
Don, I can send you my figure if you want.
It does nothing. Great. How am I going to do that? Oh, according to our gentlemen, I have got to go to bed. I got to get up at 4 in the morning. It's oh, geez, 10 o'clock.
Well, that is right.
So I'm going to leave it in your capable hands. Y'all's capable hands.
Yeah, we'll talk. You know what? I might just send you my figure instead of going the 3-way. You know what I mean? But you.
I mean, if you're down for me getting Olds's and you sending him, that'll work. If you want to do that.
Yeah, because I already opened mine up and messed around with it a little bit. That's why I don't want to, you know what I mean? So I can just send you mine.
I'm going to keep plugging away at it, though.
Yeah.
I can figure out how to get it to obey me.
Yeah, the thing is, the 40th anniversary has a wider chest and upper body than the other figures. So it'd be best if you actually work right off of that one, because it's gonna be a bit of a different size.
I did buy the Viking He-Man. They had it on sale. I got it to use it as an analog, but then I was looking through my collection of fodder, and this is the Savage He-Man that came with Orko.
Yeah, I never found Savage at a good price.
But he,
because
I asked Olds, and he's like, "Yeah, the feet are the thighs and the legs are the same." So I've been working on the lower portion.
Yeah, you can actually swap out the calves if you wanted to with another He-Man, but I was actually thinking of tracking down a used Savage and probably using the bottom from the calves down, swapping, but I don't know. The thing has issues standing because the ankles are not that great, right?
Oh, his feet are small.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
But I mean, if you want, I'll send you both of the He-Mans back so that you can take your pick. They're not my wheelhouse for stuff that I mess with. So. But
I was just gonna mess around.
I'm gonna get on out of here. I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, I'll message you.
Have a good evening, Don.
I'll message you through. Take care, buddy.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.
Have a good time.
Oh boy.
Right. Articulating the joints, so I can checking the gaps, make sure I got clearance when I paint it. A little more off the back. you know, it will more than likely will never go that way because that'd be like flexing the elbow backwards. You wouldn't do that, but hey, I'll know it's done right.
Exactly.
If it's a robot, there's no reason why it couldn't.
Does he pilot?
Unless you're assuming that his arms actually go down inside the arms of the thing.
Which, it's the size of it. I don't think it would work that way.
Yeah, I don't either.
Mm-hmm. I think that's got the arms prepped. Little cleanup. Let me take the smooth bit to the sides a little bit. Ain't none of that on the string. You can't be yawning on here while we're trying to.
So, I was just checking on Facebook a little bit. I forget what group it was. Somebody reposted that wave of figures that's got the Hasbro. You know how they show the reveal pictures?
Mm-hmm.
It shows Colossus from Deadpool. It shows Wade Wilson from the Wolverine version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
But as Wade Wilson before they cut him up and did all that stuff to him. It shows Victor Creed with the trench coat on. It shows Gambit from that bar scene. I
saw
who
that.
else is in the wave. Yeah, and people are absolutely losing their shit about it. Oh, what a waste of it. Meanwhile, that was back in April of last year. There was an April Fool's thing by Hasbro. And somebody reposted that, and people started losing their shit again. Everybody's going, guys, relax, it's fake, you know?
Yeah. Except that we actually are getting that Colossus.
I know. That's the only saving grace from that. Well, how long I've been saying I want that version of Colossus? I actually think, to be honest with you, I really like that version of him.
Yep. I like the black and red costume. That black and red costume looks great.
You know what? It works. It was because of I guess it's got something to do with the silver. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it works. I really liked it. That's probably my favorite look for Colossus, and it's not even. It's just a made-up look, really.
The head. That head.
Really good.
What's that?
I hope they put it on the Age of Apocalypse body. He's huge in the.
I don't know.
He's like huge.
I wouldn't mind them doing like a tool in a whole new body though. Let's get his feel right.
They probably might. Yeah, because he's wearing combat boots, so there's not really much you can do. Like, and he's wearing pants.
Well,
so like,
that would be a really good base for future figures too, if they did that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's wearing like black cargo pants and what's it called? Combat boots, plus that the black and red top, like that looks really good. Yeah, some of these collectors though, they just lose their shit, you know.
They got like a 5-minute memory.
Everybody's going relax. Everybody's saying that's fake. That's fake. I'm pretty sure that's fake. And whatever. Everybody's going, it is fake. It's from last year. It's like, geez, relax, man. Yeah, that's what one of the comments the guy said straight. Oh, he goes, the only good thing is at least we are getting that version of Colossus. So actually, I didn't mind looking at that. That Wade Wilson looked pretty good.
I wouldn't mind the Creed, the Sabretooth.
I liked him at Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
He's not as big as Sabretooth should be, but I mean,
well, to get a good actor, you can't really get like a giant guy. There's not too many. Well, now you got the Reacher guy. What was it, Alan Richardson?
Yeah,
he would have been a good Sabretooth. Plus, he can act. He's big and he can act.
It's crazy. He played Aquaman in Smallville. He played Hawk in Titans. As a matter of fact, I can actually see him playing Aquaman in DC movie again. Like,
yeah,
I know he was Aquaman in Smallville, but I can actually see him as Aquaman. Like, because I'm sorry,
he's more classic. Jason Momoa. Yeah. Well, Jason Momoa even said it himself, and I said it from day one. Jason Momoa thought he was going to be Lobo. He played the character like Lobo.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Jason Momoa just acts like Jason Momoa. Like, it's not Aquaman. He's not playing Aquaman. He's playing Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Like,
yeah.
Because a lot of people are saying that every role he plays now, he's just acting like the same character. Like, it's
pretty much.
He was horrible in the Fast and Furious movie. Yep, Namath also saying, yeah, he should have been Lobo. Isn't he supposed to be playing Lobo though?
That's the rumor right now. It's not confirmed, but it's a rumor.
I think like him as an actual person, he's like just looks like a cool guy to have a drink with. You know what I mean? Shoot the shit with, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's good to the fans and all that, but yeah, like some of the roles he's been playing lately, like he was awful in Fast and the Furious. At the beginning of the movie, he looked badass. You know what I mean? When he was with his father there, he looked like a badass.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, he's gonna be a cool villain. Then all of a sudden, he went all flamboyant and like, that's not just. You know, I didn't like the character at all. Like I said, at the beginning, you know, he runs. He goes, "Well, I'm going to kill this guy." And the father's like, "No, you don't jump into it like that, whatever." Yeah, he just looked like a badass. I was like, "Shit, he's going to play a good villain." And all of a sudden, he just changed his character. It's like, wow, night and day.
I haven't watched the whole movie. It's like I kind of burned out on the Fast and Furious movies a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I saw
watch
some clips of it, and I was like, "Eh."
Oh yeah, he was horrible. He was like his acting was not. I was gonna say his acting. It's just the way he was acting was horrible. I couldn't deal with it. It's like, what happened to the guy from the beginning of the movie? It's a totally different guy now.
All right, we got the arm all prepped, ready for paint. This goes to the side. Ooh. I'll be right back.
All right. Are you working on it, Kevin?
Let's head for Jared's character.
Ah.
Trying to figure out some scheduling stuff. So
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like I don't know. I'm still groggy from my nap. You know how it goes. You
Yeah, I was.
get your nap on, and then you're like, ugh.
Yeah, it was afternoon. Well, it was later in the afternoon. My brother asked me if I wanted to go just take a drive with him somewhere. He had to go pick something up, so I'm like, hey, yeah, okay. And then as I was waiting for him, I was just like, I was sitting on the couch, and then I just got comfortable, and I guess I fell into a nap, and it was like I kind of woke up for some reason. Maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes into it, and I was like, oh shit, he's gonna be here soon. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta go soon. It's like, okay, forget it. So that kind of ruined my my nap mode.
Yeah. I don't know. The way he looks now, he looks kind of like a mix between William Shatner and Elvis. Elvis.
What's happening, Matt?
He needs some work.
I didn't leave you backstage too long, did I, Matt? I just saw you
What?
pop on.
Hello? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was back there waiting for a while. I walked away.
Oh, were you?
That's all right.
I just looked over.
Where the hell's Jared?
he
He
went
just
to do
stepped away
something.
for a second.
Had to take a shit, didn't he?
I mean, sometimes you gotta do. Sometimes
Yep.
you gotta do.
Oh,
I was just mentioning to the guys here. Did you see that post on? I forget what group on Facebook. Somebody posted that wave of figures from the Deadpool and X-Men or Wolverine origin movie. It showed Wade Wilson. It showed what's his name, Lee, the guy who Victor Creed, Colossus in the Deadpool movie. and people started losing their shit. And meanwhile, it was Hasbro posted those pictures last year on April Fool's. So it's almost a year old, and people are still losing their shit over it. They started freaking out, and yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. People were like, "What is this? When did they announce this?" On some of the Facebook
People are
forums.
like, no way. Yeah, they're like, nope. I'm not buying these. It's like, dudes. And then, other people thought they were genius. They're like, hey, this is fake. No shit. It's been fake for almost a year. Like I said, there's a couple of characters I wouldn't mind if they actually did make. We are getting Colossus, which is good. You guys hear the rumors about the Deadpool movie? Like,
Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill. What's his name? Who played Harry Potter? Daniel Radcliffe.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically going to be almost like the Loki TV series is variants. So these are all going to be that patch Wolverine that we saw in the trailer. Apparently, that's supposed to be Daniel Radcliffe. And Henry Cavill is going to be playing a different version of Wolverine. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Hey, I'd be down with him just being the new Wolverine, but they probably won't do that.
Yep, I would be fine with that.
Then he
They've
kinda
already
called
established
Wolverine.
Wolverine can be 6'2", so who gives a shit? Now?
I guess that's a good point.
Well, people were talking about like he's too tall for Wolverine. Then it's like, y'all know he's shorter than Hugh Jackman, right?
Yeah, no shit.
Exactly.
Hugh Jackman's like 6'3", 6'4".
Jackman, I think he's 6'2", isn't he?
Yeah, Jackman's 6'2", and I think Cavill's 6'1".
Cavill's about almost 6'1". He's like 6.5. So I don't know. Freaking weird. Well, a lot of people are saying how Christopher Reeve was too small to be Superman. Meanwhile, he was 6'3", and he weighed probably 30 to 40 pounds more than Henry Cavill did playing Superman.
Hugh Jackman's 6'3".
Yep, 6'3", and I think he was 220 when he played Superman. And Henry Cavill 6 foot.
Hugh Jackman was 6'3".
Oh, okay.
No, it's just they worked out differently. I mean, nowadays for superhero movies especially, they work to get big, but also very, very cut.
Yeah.
And
Christopher Reeves, he put on like 80 pounds of muscle
yeah,
for that role.
he was just big and bulky, which was for weightlifting. That was how they worked out at the time. So he just put on a lot of bulk. He didn't get really, really cut the way Cavill did. So people look at the two of them and go, "Oh, Cavill's bigger." Well, no, he's not bigger. He got like shredded, but it does have that appearance to make him look big. But if you had put Christopher Reeve in 1978 standing right next to Henry Cavill from Man of Steel, you'd be like, "Oh shit!" Now I see.
Also, a lot of that's costume.
Cavill, his
How
wasn't-
form-fitting they're able to make the costume. Make a big.
Oh yeah, yes. His is very form-fitting. It was his form. That's the reason why Snyder put the shirtless scene in the movie, showing the show that, hey, he actually is that shredded.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new costuming techniques now, like you're saying, they can get it skin tight. They basically sew them into the suits.
Yeah, or even the suits themselves can make the person look bigger.
So in the last Aquaman movie, Jason Momoa suit was padded.
He just did not give a shit. And honestly, I don't blame him, right? But he was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not working out for this.
Well, I mean, think about how long that thing was delayed. How many things they had, you know.
I've heard him say in
That would-
interviews before, he's like, he doesn't so much as look at a weight unless he's getting paid.
Yeah.
He's like when I'm not on a movie, he's like, I don't work out. He's like, I am very active. I climb, you know, I mountain climb, I surf, I do all this shit. He's like, but I don't lift weights unless I'm getting paid.
And he likes to drink and eat, so
Yeah.
like I said, I like Jason Momoa as a person. He seems like the cool guy to have a drink with. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh yeah.
but to say how that I liked him as Aquaman, not really.
I thought he was. I don't know. I thought he was okay in some.
He was okay.
The problem was, like, the longer he did it, the more they just let him be Jason Momoa.
That's what I mean.
As opposed to when he first started, he was, you know, when you first see him, like, he plays the role much more serious with a couple little jokes and quips and things here and there, but he plays it much more serious. By the time we got to the last movie, he's just being Jason Momoa, which is fine,
Exactly.
but that's not Aquaman.
Yeah, people want to see Aquaman.
Oh, I'll tell you what, what's his face, Patrick Wilson in Aquaman 2. Dude, that dude should have been fucking Aquaman. The way he had the blonde hair and everything, like he looked more like Aquaman from the comic. Anybody else did?
Yeah, he did. He looked like him. I would have said, "Holy shit!" He looks.
And that's not even how Ocean Master doesn't look like that either in the comics. He was clearly miscast.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I mean, they could have, after seeing him in this second Aquaman movie, man, it's like, holy shit, that dude could have played a comic-looking Aquaman for sure.
Mm-hmm.
LinkTree says, "What's up, fellas?"
Hello. Welcome.
But yeah, Alan, what's his name? Alan Richardson, or he's yeah, that guy's he
Reacher?
can play different roles if he Reacher. If you what's his real name again? Alan
Richardson.
Alan.
Yeah. Richardson. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say Alan
Yeah,
Rickman. I'm like, no, wait, wrong dude.
He was the original. Well, he was Aquaman in Smallville. I think he could play a comic-looking Aquaman now. Really, if you think about it, he's just a big dude. Like, I mean, he could play Colossus. Like, I mean, if you were gonna have a human-looking Colossus, he would look good.
I saw some mock-ups, people doing stuff online, some mock-ups of him as Batman, and I was like, yeah, I'd watch that.
Yep. Heck, he been a good Superman too.
Yeah. Although I still want to see Jensen Ackles as Batman. I don't think he'll ever get a chance, but I think he'd make a damn good Batman.
Well,
yep.
He was considered for Captain America before Chris Evans got it.
He got the role of Hawkeye. He went in for Captain America, and they offered him the role of Hawkeye, but he couldn't do it because of when they were filming. He was willing to not renew his contract with Supernatural for Captain America, but he wasn't for Hawkeye. So that's when they got Jeremy Renner.
I could see him as a Clint Barton too, because
I think he would have made a great Clint Barton. I think he would have made a great Hawkeye.
Yeah.
but he wasn't willing to give up. He was like, and why would he? I mean, dude, they did 16 seasons. You know what I mean? Like, and when that came out, they started what was Supernatural's 2004, 2005. So when
he left Smallville and went straight to Supernatural.
Yeah. So like he had only been doing Supernatural for like 5 or 6 years when they were casting for Avengers. So
actually,
and then he went on to do another 10 seasons. Like, yeah, I get why he didn't want to do Hawkeye.
Yeah, because the first time you saw Jeremy Renner was in the Thor movie, the first Thor movie.
Yeah.
So that was
it was 2011, right? That was 2011, or was that 2010? 2010 or 2011. So they were probably casting for that 2009, 2010. So he had only been doing Supernatural for like 5 seasons.
Yeah, like I said, just a little while back, I finally decided to go through all the seasons of Supernatural. I was like, wow.
I think I've watched all of Supernatural twice. Now, I've watched Supernatural a lot, but I mean, like from beginning to end, I've watched it twice.
Yeah, I remember me and my wife were starting to watch it. We got up to season 5, I believe. Yeah, season 5, and then for some reason we stopped watching it. Oh, because the station that was playing it from beginning to end, like it was actually going in order. They stopped showing it, and it's like, okay, well, maybe we got to track down the DVDs or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is before all the streaming stuff. So then we didn't end up buying the DVDs, and we found where we can stream them all, and that's when we started doing it again. And it's just like, wow, it's amazing to watch. It was such a great show. They're talking about reviving it again, but I don't know how.
They tried with that prequel, and it was awful. That one that's about their parents. Did you ever watch that? I watched the first 2 episodes, and I had to stop. I was like, "You're just going to ruin Supernatural for me." So I didn't.
Did you see the end of the season? The end, one of the last episodes?
No, I didn't.
So you don't know what happens?
No, I don't. I don't know, and I don't like. You could go ahead and tell me. I don't care. I'm never going to watch it. So those first 3 episodes were awful.
The scene that I'm talking about was pretty good. I think Collector knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I didn't watch it either.
But you saw the scene, right?
What scene?
Oh, you didn't see. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna say.
Just tell us.
Dean and Bobby come into their they go back in time, and they show up. All you see is like a portal opens up, and all you see is baby coming through the portal. It's like, I was like, no way, and he's actually talking to his parents and helping them out.
Wait, him and Bobby, as in dead, gone to heaven, Bobby?
Because they couldn't get Sam back because he's doing the Walker Texas Ranger show.
Yeah.
Which I've actually watched that. That's not bad. I watched the whole first season. I keep meaning to catch back up on it.
Yeah, I gotta watch that one too. No, they show up and basically Jack and Cass are sort of like, I guess, running heaven at this point here, and they're not. I guess they weren't approving of them coming to interfere, but they did anyways. But the scene, just look up the scene, Dean in the Winchesters.
Yeah, I mean, I might watch that, but
it's like I said, it's only a scene, really. I didn't watch other than that, but it's so cool to see him actually come back.
Yeah. I know he narrated it. At least the episodes I watched, he narrated the show.
Yeah, I haven't watched, so I'm probably not going to bother now that you told me that.
Yeah, it's like the whole show is like, at least in the first 3 episodes, it's like Dean's telling the story of his parents. So he's narrating the episodes, and then like he shows up at the very end of every episode, or at least a couple of them, and it's just like him and baby like telling the story of his parents or some shit.
Which is weird because they're dead in heaven with Sam and Dean already.
Yeah. So I guess it's like supposed to, and which is, I don't know. I don't know what the time frame is, because like it has to be before the Supernatural finale because Dean's alive. So I don't know. It didn't make no sense, and I didn't.
Or is he alive? Is he telling the story in heaven?
Maybe. I honestly, dude, I don't know
how they changed heaven at the end of the series.
Yeah.
Where there's no pockets. Or before it was like everybody had their own heaven. Then after they changed it, it's just one shared heaven.
Maybe that's how him and Bobby end up together or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah. I didn't care enough to fucking find out. You know what I mean? Like I saw the first 3 episodes and they were not good. And I was like, man, if I keep watching this, I'm going to have bad memories of the end of Supernatural. I'd rather just remember Supernatural, you know?
No, that's not a bad idea either. Jensen Ackles is a Ghost Rider.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost Rider?
That'd been cool.
What do you think? He would have made a better Johnny or
I think Danny would be a better choice, but
yes.
They're not going to do. Yeah. The problem is though, people don't understand. Most people involved are not even going to know who Danny is.
What's funny about it is most people don't. So comic fans would rather see Danny Ketch. Yep. And your average moviegoer is not going to know the fucking difference between Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't matter. You should just do Danny Ketch.
Well, the problem is, though, for a few years anyway, Marvel Comics didn't know the difference. The current people working at Marvel Comics didn't know the difference. Because they got idiots that work for them now.
Uh-huh.
They don't have any real editors. They don't have no historians. So...
Well, Johnny Blaze is riding around on Dan Ketch's bike. You know, like it's weird. Supernatural is a wild show. It's like a live action comic book. Supernatural had a good ending. Yeah, you know what? I didn't mind the ending at all.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought they did a good job.
I just think it was weird how they killed Dean off so simply. Like it was just, I don't know. He even wonders. He mentioned that too. He was just like, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, a surprise. Like just. It looked like a random job, and all of a sudden it ended like that. You know, like either way, I like the ending though. Dean is Danny, and Keanu Reeves as Johnny. Just my wish list.
Honestly, I love the idea of Keanu Reeves as Silver Surfer. Like even if it's just all CGI and it's just him doing the voice. Like, I want to see him bring some of that Point Break attitude to Silver Surfer. You know what I mean?
Who was it that played the Silver Surfer in the first movie?
It was Lawrence Fishburne. Great voice. Well, it was what's his face was the guy in the suit, which by the way was like, dude, between Thing and the suit they used for Silver Surfer, the practical effects on those first 2 movies were amazing. And hold up to this day. I just watched them a couple weeks ago. I rewatched 1 and 2, and they're still good.
It
was what's his face? The dude he was in
really skinny white dude.
Yeah, he was Abe in the Hellboy movies, and he's in the new Star Trek Discovery as the alien dude. I can't remember his name. But yeah, he was the dude in the suit, and Lawrence Fishburne did the voice.
I just saw who was in the suit, and I can't remember it now. That's why it's bothering me. But yeah, you know what? People make fun of those Fantastic Four movies. Honestly, you know what? They still, to me, I think they were, especially for the time, I think they're great.
I still like him. I mean, there was a period of time when the MCU movies first came out where people started giving those early Marvel movies a lot of shit, and I never got it because I'm like, okay, look, I get that the MCU early on was just amazing, but like,
Guy's name was Doug
those
Jones.
movies were still good. Like the Fantastic Four was, I love those two movies. You know, they're not perfect, but I love them. You know, I love the first Ghost Rider. The second one's awful, but the first one's good. Punisher's great. You know, like there were some good early Marvel movies that came out in the 2000s that were good and are still enjoyable, still fun to watch.
Honestly,
You know who that looks like?
I think
You know who Doug Jones looks like?
Who?
It looks like that toy YouTuber, the guy from Model Behavior.
Oh yeah,
They could be like brothers or something. But that's the guy who played Silver Surfer, Doug Jones.
yeah, Doug Jones. There you go.
yeah, SDA says Doug Jones. He met him.
The Ghost Rider, the first Ghost Rider movie is probably some of the best visuals of any comic book movie ever made.
Let's not forget Blade, who started it all.
Yep. Since I've had a smartphone, that's been my background. Johnny Blaze and Carter Slade riding through the desert.
That was a scene. That was a scene that made every guy so proud to watch.
Was it a perfect movie? Hell no. But was it fun to watch? Yes. The biggest thing what they should have changed in the story, he should have been the Ghost Rider the entire time after he made the deal. They had him master the spirit way too fast. Other than that, it's a good movie. And I like seeing Blackheart and Mephisto in their like demonic forms too, but
Yeah. Same with us as a story in the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie is good. Oh, is that third one that they made?
I think he's talking about the one that was like VHS one.
Oh. Still need that Blade Ghost Rider crossover. That would be an interesting one. But yeah, man, I know what you mean. People, once these recent movies started coming out, like especially the beginning of the MCU, people started talking crap about, like, honestly, I liked Spider-Man 1 and 2 with Tobey.
Oh yeah, those are the
Part
best
3.
Spider-Man movies.
Part three was okay, but it's kind of, I think they kind of rushed everything into that third movie. They just rushed too much into it, but either way, like, I mean, the first two Tobey Maguire movies are great. Both Garfield movies are good. Fantastic Four.
I'd still rather watch
Blade
Spider-Man
movie.
3 than like most of the MCU stuff that's come out in the last 3 years.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, after Endgame, it's kind of. I don't know. I don't know what the. I didn't like. I didn't like the second Black Panther movie. Shang-Chi was. It was. As far as fighting goes, it wasn't bad, but I mean, it wasn't anything to. Didn't take my breath away, like by far. The Eternals was. I don't know anything about the Eternals, so to me, it was just a movie about characters that I have no idea about, so I really can't say anything about it.
And the Ed Norton Hulk is still the best Hulk. They got the characters so much better.
Yeah, you know what though? Somebody made a point. Everybody is basically taking that Hulk, the latest Hulk, as a joke, and that's not the Hulk. That's not the. But somebody made a point. They're like, "Oh, bring back Ed Norton Hulk," and they're like, "Do you realize the last time you saw Ed Norton as the Hulk, he was trying to achieve what Mark Ruffalo's Hulk achieved by joining the two together, rather than, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people saying that was basically Ed Norton Hulk.
Well, they screwed. The problem is though they didn't do it correctly. They through the She-Hulk series, he didn't become a symbiosis with the Hulk. He did it through modifying his genetic makeup and the serum. He did it through science and became that weaker version Smart Hulk.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm not a fan, but a lot of people are saying that he's become what Ed Norton was trying to do. I'm like, it's different, but yeah, Ed Norton wanted a Hulk that could be controlled. He wanted to be able to, have. Not worry about the Hulk smashing everything around and stuff like that. So,
he wanted to get rid of the Hulk. He didn't want the Hulk to exist at all in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, towards the end though, he wanted to control it, and basically what he was doing, meditating at the very end, the after credit scene, where he's trying to learn how to control it. So,
he was going through. Ed Norton, Banner was going through. He would have tied up Thanos in a knot because he was learning taijutsu and all kinds of different types of techniques and stuff, and he could actually fight.
Yeah.
People want to say they're the same Hulk. No, they're not, because the Ed Norton Hulk, the Ruffalo Hulk, was just a brawler. He didn't know how to fight. The Ed Norton Hulk actually knew how to fight.
But what kills me is how in Ragnarok you can see that he's training with Valkyrie, like hand-to-hand weapons and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like, because the Hulk doesn't really use weapons, so
yeah,
that would have been a dangerous thing, being taught by like an Asgardian how to like, these are warriors of legend. The amount of battles that they've had and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. Of
course, Ragnarok was the beginning of the end of the MCU. That's when they would start really pushing the slapstick humor.
Yeah.
That was the start of it. Then it made everything was self-deprecating, making fun of the genre.
For that movie, I liked Thor Ragnarok. For that movie, it worked because it was
it was
Thor and the Hulk.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work for everything. So you can't. It's like saying, "Oh, your foot's come off. We'll give you some aspirin." No, you can't use the same medicine for everything.
It's Motrin in the military.
Well, You know, if you need some surgery, that's not going to do the trick.
Most will take care of it.
I rub some dirt on it.
Walk it off.
You know what? Yeah, it's like, I mean, the Hulk and Thor and Ragnarok. I didn't. You know what? I actually laughed. I love the interaction between them.
I enjoyed Ragnarok to an extent. There's some stuff I didn't like about it. Killing off all the Asgardians, I thought that was pretty lame. All about the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
They killed off the Warriors 3.
What I'd like to know is if Hela destroyed the entire Asgardian army in that one scene where she killed Hogan with them, where'd all those Asgardians come from? And then Thanos took care of the other half of what was left, and they're not even soldiers; they're just regular civilians. Pretty much, the army was in the center, where Hela killed all those soldiers, and it's like, where all those Asgardians come from in Endgame?
Yeah, because they weren't any soldiers left; they're only civilians.
Yeah, and half of those civilians ended up getting killed by Thanos.
Well, that'd be to assume that they were all on Asgard, right? So you'd think with an advanced civilization, they might be all over the universe.
That's true. They could have been in the other realm, right?
Which is why it never made sense when they say Superman's the last son of Krypton. Well, weren't there Kryptonians all over?
Well, they were
the first Kryptonian
they
astronaut,
were
right?
warriors at one time. Then they became xenophobic. They all returned home and they banned space travel.
Yeah, but to assume that everybody who went out there in the galaxy was like, meh, we've seen all this stuff and we're just gonna go home. That's like trying to say that you're gonna convince 100% of the population to do something. It's not gonna happen. You're getting grid group.
Of course, there's also there was the city of Crystal City of Xandor. What was it called?
Kandor.
My brain.
Yeah.
My brain stopped braining. Kandor is that was a Kryptonian outpost. It was not on Krypton. So, and back the Daxamite homeworld, they are an offshoot of the Kryptonian race.
Yep.
But they don't leave their homeworld for a good reason, though. They have a major weakness. Lead.
Yeah, which is pretty much everywhere.
Except for their homeworld.
Yeah, so this is what kills me, is how the hell did Mon-El, was he able to be on Earth with all the lead we have here?
Oh, he was dying. They had to put him into the negative zone to keep him from dying.
Oh, really?
Yep, and that's how he becomes part of the Legion of superheroes in the future. They bring him out, and Brainiac in the future made a cure for it.
Huh.
They actually had a storyline too, where a alien ship had crashed on the Daxam homeworld, and the ship had a lot of lead in it, and everybody was dying. They thought the alien brought a plague to the planet.
I'm probably going to call it early. I've been kind of under the weather for about a week.
I didn't hear you. So what now?
I said I think I'm gonna call it early. I know I haven't been on very long. I've been under the weather for about a week.
Oh,
Get some rest, man.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna. And I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go catch some more of these.
oh and,
Thanks again for having me on, Matt. Your bike is sitting here.
Yeah, no worries, man.
I'll get it.
Like I said, I wasn't trying to rush you or anything. I was just curious. I didn't know.
Yeah, it'll probably be Tuesday. I'm real bad about getting to the post office when it's over.
Yeah, no worries, man.
So,
whenever.
all right. You guys have a good night. Thanks
All right,
again
have a
for
good
having
night.
me on.
Yeah. All right.
Good night.
and then they were 3. Let's see. Do it this way. We need to come up with some questions for Spiro. For those that are still watching, we got the Jeremy from Spiro Toys coming on to the channel on the Collector Fusion on the 29th. Which is going to be pretty cool.
Gonna be a party.
Let me check in on the Ninja Warriors too. See how he's doing. Our first guest. Those 3 3/4 inch O-ring.
Name Without says, ask Spiro Toys if they thought about getting the license for the Autumn Lands.
Okay. Start in the general section. Name of held on on the Discord or set up. You can start putting questions like ideals for there.
Okey-dokey.
What's your name of field? So you can we'll make a one spot where everybody can put questions on the Discord and questions they want asked.
How big is the gecko's penis?
I did find out if the Mamba gets unlocked, the elephant, He's gonna be 10 inches tall.
Nice. That's awesome.
I want that. I hope it gets unlocked. They'll get a big bump closer to the end too, where Big Bad Toy Store puts their order in.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bad Toy Store's got the pre-orders up already for the Kickstarter figures, and once it gets closer, they'll put their order in on the Kickstarter, and they're using a fulfillment center this time too, instead of trying to fulfill the orders themselves, which is going to be a lot easier for them. That sounds like we got questions up on Discord.
I'll be right back.
We told Smash needs to get on the Discord.
All right, cut and run. I got to get out.
All right.
A couple more things I got to finish doing. I've been finishing the garage and finishing my room here, and
yeah.
So I almost got my gaming stuff all set up.
How'd you get your bench moved down?
Yeah, I got the bench moved out. Got the garage done. Got all that finished up. Got the shelves put in. Got the TV. I got the Super Nintendo and the PlayStation 4 hooked up.
Nice.
So I get everything finished up before I gotta go to bed.
Oh, speaking of like fun Ghost Rider, did you ever play that really fun Ghost Rider game? I think it's on PS2 or 3.
I don't think so.
Can't remember. I think it's PS3 game. It was a really fun game.
No, I don't think I ever did.
Hey,
Was
Matt,
it based off of one of the movies, or was it just a standalone Marvel game?
It came out around the time the first movie, which I can't remember if it's connected to the movie. It may be, but it was actually better than the movie. I liked it.
That's cool.
I used to play it all the time. The motorcycle levels were a little tough, but they were fun.
Hey, Matt, I'm just going to step away in case you're gone. When I get back, I'll talk to you next time.
All right, man. Later, brother.
Have a good one, Matt.
All right. I will see y'all, I don't know, whenever. I might stop on Wednesday because I don't think I have another chat Wednesday. Thursday. Fucking Thursday. Jesus, man, my brain is fried. I've been cleaning my garage. I did like 2 hours Friday night. I did like 4 hours yesterday. And I think today, between the garage and redoing my room, and we were redoing one of our closets that we had been storing stuff in and moving stuff from there down in.
Yeah. Hello? I online? Those worked really good. A little bit of finish sanding on, but
Yes, sir.
yep.
Then that Lasix medication.
I think Matt's connection died before he even left. He was talking,
All
then
right.
it got quiet. I was like, hello? And he dropped out.
I don't know if you saw the comments from Name of Thoughts. It's an image comic book about fantasy world and animal people. Autumn Lands, I guess he's talking about.
Oh, I think I know that one. He was asking about the
He says the only-
Astro.
Yeah. The only video game Ghost Rider he played was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I think the one you're talking about, I'm trying to remember the time. PS3 was already out at that point, so it must have been when Ghost Rider came out.
I
So it must
think it
have
was
been-
PS3. I can't remember.
And you know what? I totally missed that game. I would have bought that.
It was a fun game. I played it a lot.
You know what? The last gaming console I have was PS3, so I'm.
Same.
You know what? I
I got
didn't
out.
buy it. My wife.
I got out of gaming, and I don't do too much gaming anymore.
You know what? I used to love video games growing up as a kid. Like, I mean, going to the
Same.
arcades and playing them.
Yep.
And I love the Nintendo. I love Sega Genesis. Then PlayStation, I bought. I had a few games for PlayStation. I didn't get PS2, though I played it because my niece had one. and I used to play. And I actually went out and bought the Hulk Ultimate Destruction. That was a great game for me too.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So I bought that just so that I can play whenever I had access to my niece's PlayStation 2. Man, I just spent time just destroying everything, you know?
Yep.
And then I got the movie Hulk, the Ed Norton movie Hulk game for PS3. Because I told my wife I used to play video games all the time, so she went out one day for my birthday and she got me a PS3. I'm like, why'd you do that for? She's like, you like playing? I go, but I don't have time to play games anymore. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? There's not enough time to do anything anymore.
Yeah, my nephew. When my nephews were young, they'd come over and I'd have some games here, like some fighting games, and I never even touched them until the kids would come visit. They get mad that I destroy them. It's like, it's no fair. You got the game here all the time and play it all the time. It's like, I don't touch it. I just played it a lot when I was young.
I bought games that are still close because I wanted to play. I bought the Deadpool game. I never played it. I bought. Oh man, there's a few of them still wrapped up. Mind you, this is PS3, so.
All right, I
bought the Captain America.
I think I'm done for the night.
You done customizing?
Yeah. So we got our Thursday show this week. Thursday customizing WIP It Thursday. So
yeah.
I still got plenty to do on. I got everything prepped, ready to go on the legs. I just need to do some cleanup. Take some, get some of the burrs and stuff out of it. But other than that, the legs are done. Got them staying up pretty smooth. I'm gonna take some Winsor Newton, go over top of it too, smooth it out. The arms are prepped. I got these hips ready to go for another coat of paint. Probably go ahead and hit these with silver, then I'll hit it with the red. And it's coming together.
Yeah.
Just we'll get that in here. One.
Uncle Jinsko. Later. JBTM is calling you.
Hey, JB. We're getting ready to log off for tonight. And we'll. Alrighty, everyone in the chat. Thank you again for coming out and. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank everybody for coming out in the chat, hanging out with us as always. It's always a pleasure. Anytime you got questions about customizing, always feel free to ask. And if you want to, join the Discord on link down below. And we'll see y'all next time.
Take care, guys.
And